I am here. Yay. Emoji grin. This awesome.
Ah, drop kick.
Right on the money.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Hooked up.
Michinoku driver.
Absolutely planted.
Boom. Oh, what an elbow. Incredible impact.
Now it's Lesnar taking some punishment.
I think it's safe to say that the action so far in this six-man tag team match is exactly what we expected.
When you put that much meat in the ring, somebody's going to get hurt. And unfortunately for him, he's the one on the receiving end of this inevitable beatdown.
Northern Lights. Boom!
That's how you wear down your opponent.
You gotta believe this one's over. Drop kick.
Oh, great height.
Just like many children around the world, Seth Rollins idolized Sting
This is
growing up.
awesome.
And to be honest, why wouldn't you? Coming down from the rafters, the Black Bat, Scorpion death drops. I think both Seth and I had great taste in who we looked up to.
Beautiful technique.
Oh yeah.
Seth Rollins. Oh, super kick.
Can he finish the job? Seth Rollins really needed this break.
But what can he do with it?
Getting back to Seth's admiration for Sting, it must have been surreal for Rollins to go toe-to-toe with an icon he respected. This is it. Unfortunately, Corey, I can tell you.
Down with a power bomb.
Wow, I gotta say that I'm in shock. I really thought Lesnar would look.
Shoulders on the mat. The pin's broken up.
Nailed it.
He goes for the cover. Oh, how resilient was that?
How'd he do that?
What a stomp.
Good grief. Not for nothing, Corey, but you describing Lesnar's 2015 attack on Michael as one of the greatest Raw moments is a little disrespectful.
No, it's not, because you took over play-by-play, and at the end of that, I sounded... There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Oh, what a DDT. Wow. Uh-oh. Soul kick and an uppercut. Rusev competing here tonight. The super athlete is looking as fast and strong as ever. Defeating Rusev is a tall order. So how can his opponent do it? Corey, I'll start with you.
Well, firstly, I wouldn't pick a fight with Rusev on Rusev Day. That's just foolish. Secondly, this hurts to say, Rusev's been distracted by his own allies, namely Lana and Aiden English.
Going back to our discussion on strategy against Rusev, Corey mentioned that Rusev's friends derailed the Bulgarian Brute in the past. Do you agree, Byron?
Oh, yeah, Michael. Lana proved to be a distraction when Rusev competed against the likes of Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler. And Aiden English's theatrics have sometimes detracted from the task at hand, too.
Yanked him right up the ankle. Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
Uh-oh. Soul kick.
Nice monkey flip.
Yeah, he's got some magic working, that's for sure.
Corey, you spoke about when a superstar is in six-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a six-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a six-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake.
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Jey Uso just barely getting out of the way.
With the quickness.
Slam down hard.
Big slam. AJ Styles looking a little out of his element.
You don't see that very often.
And you know, all three of the superstars he's up against won't back down at any point during this match.
It's hard to tell at this point, but perhaps the unpredictable nature of this match is too much for him to overcome.
Oh, a flying forearm.
On the mark.
Jey.
Boom! Kick. Man. Big opportunity here.
Here's the cover. No, he kicks out at two.
You have to put in a little more work than that.
Sweet.
Irish whip. And up the tag is Jimmy Uso. Oh, what a forearm. That was dirty. AJ Styles beginning to look a little. He's got the shoulders down. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
It's not over yet.
Wheelbarrow face buster.
Man, Rusev stumbling a bit here. He's got to remember he has two partners ready to enter the fray here.
I'm not at all surprised to see him struggling a bit here. After all, the other team does feature... arguably three of WWE's most imposing figures.
Hey, he's got him covered.
Ah, kick out.
He's got some more fight in him, guys. Oh boy, he is rolling.
That was sweet.
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations could be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone could think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction, with 3 superstars who align because of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit.
Nice.
3 individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a six-man tag match. Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Jimmy Uso looking to attack from high.
Avoids trouble there. What's this? The shoulders are down. And an air fall.
I can't believe what we're seeing here.
He's going for it all. Vertical suplex. Nice. Whoa.
When Jimmy starts rolling like this,
He's going for the pin. Broken up. And the match continues.
Oh, going to the top. High risk.
look at this.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat.
AJ Styles has been eliminated.
With the tag is Seth Rollins.
I don't think this is the ideal time for Jey Uso to be hamming it up like this. It makes sense for Seth Rollins to hold a tag team title with one of his Shield brothers, but to hold it with the overachieving Jason Jordan was the result of a series of unfortunate events.
Oh, direct impact to the chest.
Those unfortunate events you mentioned, Corey, included a long-term injury to Rollins' tag team partner, Dean Ambrose. Jason Jordan then inserted himself into the Seth Rollins rivalry with The Bar, ultimately winning the tag titles on Christmas night.
Yeah, Raw General Manager Kurt Angle must have thought the duo were good boys all year long to grant them that opportunity. Rollins and Jordan had their own Miracle on 34th Street fight, while The Bar left with Cole in their stockings that night.
Leave it to Byron to make Christmas references. Schoolboy, no, rolls. Oh, what a super kick from the Architect.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. Can Rusev stay in this after that?
Seth Rollins getting ready. Yeah, right to the back of the neck.
I don't know if Rusev could go
Going for the cover. Down goes the referee.
There was just no getting out of the way on that one.
Oh, man, what a driver.
Big forearm smash. In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
Oh yeah.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same.
Oh my God, get out of the way, get out of the way. This isn't gonna be good. Choke slam through the announce table.
The Bulgarian Brute is back in this.
Rusev, Seth Rollins is looking for the decisive end.
One! And Seth Rollins with a quick kick out.
Too early for that. Oh my goodness, crushing it.
Rusev has the Seth Rollins. A striking blow.
That has got to be it.
Oh man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Into the quick cover.
Rusev has been eliminated.
Inside the ring now. Jimmy Uso tags in.
That was awesome.
Brock Lesnar with a nice reversal.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Boom, what impact. He goes down hard.
Yeah, he's not looking very good at this point, Cole.
Here is Jimmy Uso in position now.
He can't take much more.
Look out!
Hooked up. Belly to back suplex. Thunderous slam. What a stomp.
Good grief. This is going to be big, one way or another. Incoming. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Here he goes. Ooh, what impact. Now we see Jimmy Uso hurting a little here.
The devastation that comes from the Samoan splash is definitely a family affair when you're talking about Jimmy Uso. We can feel the impact from here when Jimmy lands on his opponent.
When you're the son of WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, it's safe to say you know how to fly. Jimmy Uso's version of the Samoan splash is as devastating as they come.
Seeing Jimmy Uso climb to that top rope means he's looking to put his opponent away. The Samoan splash is going to bring Jimmy more victories as time goes on.
Scoop slam.
Oh, yes.
When this guy's on, look out.
With the tag is Jey Uso.
There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
Oh, a combination! Enziguri.
Beautiful teamwork.
Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
Now that's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
And what a reversal from Jey Uso.
I don't know about you guys, but when
Jey Uso.
kick, man. Wow, I gotta say that I'm in shock. I really thought Lesnar would look better here tonight.
And here we go. Seth Rollins sees his opening.
Yeah, right to the back of the neck.
That should do it.
Seth Rollins going for the cover.
Architect trying to end this thing early.
Brock Lesnar has been
What
eliminated.
a six-man tag match.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Woohoo.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
You did it.
Here are your winners, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso.
You won.
An amazing contest comes to a close following a decisive pinfall victory.
Any way you slice it, that win right there is beyond important.
I don't think I saw one member of this Cleveland crowd leave their seat during that entire match. And I can't say that I'm all that surprised.
I can't hear you.
Kevin Owens has a motto of fight anyone. Proof of that came when he challenged SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon.
No, it's funny because I recall Kevin Owens having no choice. Shane McMahon had conspired to keep Owens far away from the United States Championship. Questionable officiating and a corruption of power on Shane's part forced Kevin Owens to retaliate.
Matches like this rarely end inside the ring, which is what makes them so unpredictable.
We touched on Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon's disdain for each other. It became so personal that the only match suitable was a Hell in a Cell. It was almost calculated how KO baited Shane into that position.
Michael, I have no doubt that Kevin was expecting, even hoping, that Shane would try something insanely dangerous that night. And when Shane did, Kevin Owens had a guardian angel protecting him as he watched Shane crash from the very top of the cell.
One thing you can't take away from Shane McMahon, Corey, is that he has proven to be one of the most fair and balanced leaders WWE has ever seen.
Yeah, right. As evidenced by his work as SmackDown Live Commissioner, Cole, where Shane continually cultivates a, quote, land of opportunity. How about you ask Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn about Shane's fairness?
You guys brought up a great point about SmackDown being the land of opportunity, thanks in part to Shane McMahon. And, you know, I'd say guys like Mojo Rawley and even Jinder Mahal should be thanking Shane.
No. Let's not get carried away. Anyone that has success around Shane McMahon tends to have that success in spite of Shane's presence. Ooh!
Oh, nasty impact.
Looks like Shane McMahon is off his game here.
I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit.
Guys, we have all seen how dangerous Kevin Owens can be when he snaps. It doesn't matter if you're a friend or the CEO of WWE. Owens gets a sadistic look in his eyes that says he no longer cares about human life anymore. Whack!
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Bringing up the sadistic side of Kevin Owens, Michael, reminds me of the time he viciously attacked his boss, Mr. McMahon. It appeared as if Owens fell into some sort of trance that night.
Yeah, it's so... Owens has him hooked up. Pump handle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right across the knee.
Shane absorbing a lot of punishment here. Shane McMahon got the worst end of that stick. Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a Falls Count Anywhere match is that anything goes. And I do mean anything.
I hope someone uses you as a weapon, Saxton.
Super kick! He goes down hard.
Yeah, and he's not looking very good at this point, Cole.
As Byron mentioned, anything goes in this one, which means we're likely to see a liberal use of weaponry here tonight.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Cole, the fact that there's no disqualification also means that anybody can interfere, and there's nothing you can do about it. Kevin Owens setting it up.
Up, powerbomb. That should do it.
You can put this one in the bank. Let's take another look at what made that matchup so memorable.
The superstars in this one got after it pretty good from the opening bell.
You can do
Can't
this.
complain about the effort, technical proficiency, or result here.
Here is your winner, Kevin Owens.
Where's this going?
I think it's about to be a highlight reel.
Kevin Owens going high risk.
Look at this.
He's a guy that can turn it on whenever he wants.
Pump handle.
Pump handle into the...
Oh, God, man. Right on the back of the neck.
This one is over.
Kevin Owens setting it up.
Pump up powerbomb. That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Now, Kevin Owens needs to capitalize on this opportunity.
I think Owens realizes that.
Yay. You did it. Woohoo. What are we doing now?
The Miz had many rivals vie for the Intercontinental Championship, but the most persistent one has been fellow Cleveland native Dolph Ziggler.
A big reason the Intercontinental title regained so much of its prestige is due to the wars that Miz and Ziggler had over the title in 2014 and again in 2016.
And with a handicap match like this, things are bound to get out of hand.
We were discussing Miz and Ziggler's Intercontinental Championship rivalry, and the Miz really started the bitterness when he hit outside the ring and sneakily eliminated Ziggler to win the title in a battle royal.
It got so bitter that Dolph Ziggler put his career on the line in a show-stealing match at No Mercy 2016. You know that anytime Miz has that title on his shoulder, he's looking over to the other to make sure the show-off isn't nearby.
Ziggler may be in trouble here.
Man.
He looks to be a little surprised right now.
Well, I don't think his performance here tonight is necessarily one I would point to if I were to instruct an up-and-comer on how to win a handicap match.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
Dolph Ziggler shows his true agility and strength when he nails an opponent with the zigzag. Ziggler can drop an opponent with that move from almost any angle.
Float over.
And DDT!
One of the most impressive things about Zigzag from Dolph is that he's able to send opponents of any size crashing down to the canvas.
Dolph Ziggler has so many physical tools, the man can finish off an opponent in several ways. That makes the zigzag that much more dangerous as a finishing maneuver.
A handicap match is the type of match where a superstar or superstars square off against respective opponents, and one side has a numerical advantage against the other. This could be a singles match or a tag team match, and as we've seen through history, can include any amount of superstars. Talk about a game of roulette.
Harsh impact.
HB the sharpshooter cinched in.
Oh, it's over. Oh, man, Dolph Ziggler really needs to dig down deep.
Handicap matches have been part of the WWE for decades. The superstar who's seen the most handicap matches out of anyone is the iconic eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. Andre took on teams of 2, 3, and 4 minutes.
Do you guys take requests? We're tuning up the band.
Ziggler is unstoppable when he's feeling it like this.
Ooh, a gut buster.
That was all sorts of nasty. Throughout WWE's more than 54-year history, there's one superstar who raises their game even higher in a handicap match. It's the superstar with the motto, one versus all, and that's the big dog, Roman Reigns. On the February 20th, 2017 episode of
Look at that.
Ziggler with the famouser. But did he go for it too early?
That is a huge opening for Dolph Ziggler.
Big one. That night on Raw, Roman Reigns was determined to take down Anderson and Gallows. What I found more impressive than taking Anderson and Gallows on was that Reigns did so right before he squared off against Braun Strowman in Fastlane. The big dog never rests. Roman Reigns is happy to take on anyone who thinks the WWE ring is their yard.
Look, I'll never dismiss the power, determination, and ability of Roman Reigns. I've been in the ring with the man. The match ended because Roman took it upon himself to attack Anderson and Gallows with a steel chair, which in my mind was done without just cause and is something I don't condone.
We've seen handicap matches throughout WWE history that can display someone's incredible ability. And we've seen the handicap match be utilized to deliberately put someone in less than advantageous situation. Either way, handicap matches are something that a superstar must be ready for no matter what side of the numbers game they're on.
No matter what era of WWE history we look at, or if we're talking about present day, the handicap match can be dangerous for all competitors involved. And if you're a superstar who's outnumbered, you have to be extra careful about ending up on the losing end of things. A beating could stop and never end depending on how the odds shake out.
That's very true, Michael. With that being said, though, just because a superstar is on the side that has the numbers advantage History's also shown us that it's important to stay focused on the mission at hand and take care of business, rather than to get cocky because you have more people on your side of the ring. A superstar cannot go move for move with Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler's knowledge of holds and aerial maneuvers means you have to figure out how to contend with the show-off on the ground and in the air.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Michaels setting it up.
Corey, what you talked about earlier is one of the reasons why Dolph Ziggler's been so successful in WWE. Whether it's mat-based holds or air attacks, Ziggler is more than comfortable mixing it up with an opponent.
Guys, think of how difficult that is if you're Dolph Ziggler's opponent. You have to make sure to avoid holds and steer clear of aerial attacks. I'm not sure what an opponent can do against the show-off. There's the tag.
When it comes to teamwork, few do it better.
Oh, man, backbreaker. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
The Miz usually shows contempt for the WWE Universe, but do you guys remember when he actually curried their favor in 2013? Now it feels like a lifetime ago.
I don't recall that at all.
Ooh, what impact.
Great effort, but he'd better save something for later in the match.
The Miz showing how A-listers do things out there.
Byron, you brought us back to the Miz's short-lived run as a fan.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh, nasty impact.
Here we go, back inside the ring. The tide has most definitely turned, ladies and gentlemen. No doubt about it, Ziggler's in bad shape.
The Miz is constantly on the lookout for backup. His most reliable allies ever may have been the Miztourage, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas.
Well, the duo did have the Miz's back for almost a year. In fact, they were happy to join the Miz.
Watch it, Miz.
DDT.
Here's his moment, Michael.
That should do it, Cole. There's no coming back from a slam of that magnitude.
Byron recalled the Miztourage's history.
And six skull-crushing finale.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
There have been plenty of WWE stars who had their first exposure on our reality competition, Tough Enough, but the biggest star to emerge from the franchise has to be The Miz.
Yeah, what's crazy about that season is that The Miz was runner-up, but WWE officials saw something in the future A-lister, and he trained for years before breaking through to WWE properly.
Inverted suplex. Oh boy, he is rolling.
I brought up Miz's Tough Enough beginnings before, but I must commend him as a judge on Tough Enough in 2015.
This could end it in a...
There it is, the zigzag.
This is his opportunity to win this thing.
And the cover for the win.
This is it.
1, 2. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that.
You are awesome.
Counter here.
And it's Michael showing some agility.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Byron?
that was unreal. That has got to be it. Oh, man, Dolph Ziggler really needs to dig down deep.
The cover, and this one's history. What a win.
Here are your winners,
Nice.
The Miz and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
What an effort here in this handicap match.
You can bet he's happy this handicap match is over.
We may be in New Orleans tonight, but I assure you there was nothing easy about that win right there.
Woohoo. You won. Yay. Oh yeah.
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
Drew McIntyre looking to squeeze his opponents like a set of bagpipes.
Byron, that metaphor was uglier than a pile of haggis.
Oh, this is awesome match.
Boom, what impact.
Beautiful technique.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark. If you recall, guys, when Drew McIntyre first showed up here in 2009, he was anointed the Chosen One. And while it may have been premature back then, I'd say McIntyre is more than living up to it nowadays.
Drew McIntyre fans with some reason to worry here.
He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
Well, he's clearly not used to competing in a match like this, and it's starting to show.
This thing appears to be slipping away from him in a hurry, guys, and you can bet he envisioned things going much differently for him heading in.
Scoop slam.
Oh, my God. Look out.
I love these matches.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Over the years, we've come to
Ouch.
expect these bursts of greatness from him.
LOL.
Nailed it.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
Boom! Not sure how much more McIntyre can take.
I can promise it's not much.
I don't recall the last time he looked so fatigued.
Keep in mind, guys, there's no safe haven for him in this Falls Count Anywhere match.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Whoa, The Undertaker dodged that one.
Drew McIntyre is getting ready.
The Undertaker looking to bury another victim. Not a power bomb.
Table in play. Undertaker staring knives into his opponent.
Oh yeah.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Shoving them away.
Oh, my goodness. Tombstone.
OMG.
Pile driver.
Wow, his shoulders are down. Oh, what a slam.
Bummer.
Well, that'll hinder your modeling career.
A striking blow.
Harsh impact.
Oh man.
There can only be one top dog here in the WWE, and a win here will go a long way in solidifying one of these guys' claims of being the best in the business.
The Undertaker looking to bury another victim.
Uh-oh. Going for the run. Choke slam.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
That is a huge opening for The Undertaker.
But what will he do with it?
Okay, sweet.
I've seen every episode of SmackDown over the years, and I assure you this one ranks right up there with the best. There's no quit in these guys, but unfortunately only one of them can be victorious here tonight.
Oh, the old European uppercut.
Undertaker looking mortal here, but not for a second do I expect him to back down now.
A striking blow.
This one's over, guys.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Choke slam!
Game, set, match. This one is over.
That is a huge opening for The Undertaker.
Well,
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Holy smokes.
each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. It has been absolutely brutal.
Another electric crowd on hand here for SmackDown, as has been the norm over the years. I got to tell you, these guys are in the best shape I've ever seen them in.
What a strike. And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
These guys giving this sold-out crowd exactly what they came to see. What an incredible match. Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe.
I love this.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Oh, nasty impact.
Over the years, we've come to expect these bursts of greatness from him.
What a punch!
Oh man.
Another great SmackDown. Thank you for choosing to join us tonight. Some damage has been dished out, but certainly not enough to assume this one's even close to being over.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh boy, he is rolling. Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Over the years, we've come to expect these bursts of greatness from him.
This isn't where he wants to be, guys.
He needs to get back inside that ring.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory. He's in a bad spot, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hightails it through the crowd. You should go with him, Byron.
No! Undertaker!
gosh, impact. I'm not sure how much he has left.
That is exactly what The Undertaker needed.
McIntyre looking to end this. Who knows what's going to happen? This match could go anywhere. The steps connect.
That hurt me just watching.
I've seen every episode of SmackDown over the years, and I assure you this one ranks right up there with the best.
The tension, the drama. This is electric. Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Boom.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
When this guy's on, look out.
We're seeing two outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there, but only one can walk out victorious. Who will it be?
Uh-oh. Going for the run.
Choke slam!
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Oh no, we know what this is.
Taker has him up. Here we go.
Tombstone!
Good night. This one's over, guys.
The Undertaker gets the win. Well, Falls Count Anywhere matches never disappoint, and this one was no exception.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic.
Here is your winner, The Undertaker.
There's plenty of reason for celebration tonight.
Drew McIntyre's probably having three...
Oh, awesome.
More than a rivalry was born when Bray Wyatt set his sights on Finn Balor. The Eater of Worlds interfered in Balor's matches and crept into his psyche. Bray Wyatt wanted to torture Balor from the inside and dismantle every aspect of Finn's being in the process.
By the way Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor charged at each other, Michael, you knew their encounter was going to be grueling both physically and psychologically. It was impossible to predict who could survive long enough to emerge victorious. Suplex!
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Nailed it.
Using the elbow as a weapon.
Things not looking great for Finn Balor. But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Cole. This is just a little bump in the road for him here. Nothing to worry about.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful technique. According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches. I understand showboating is part of it, but Bray better not lose sight of what really matters.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s. This is going to frustrate Bray Wyatt. And look at the quickness by Wyatt.
I believe in you.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1980.
He's looking at it.
Coup de grace! He's in control now.
We got a cover. Easily kicks out of that one. Not yet.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Byron, when we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them, I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match. And, of course, the Elimination Chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to do...
Bray Wyatt with a Sister Abigail.
Things are about as bad as they can possibly be right now for Finn Balor.
Who knows what's going to happen? This match could go anywhere.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his incredible strength. Rick Rude turned the tables and used the steel surroundings to his advantage. At one point, Rude dove from the top of the cage onto the Warrior. But after the Warrior's signature Gorilla Press Slam, the Ultimate One climbed over the cage and retained his WWE Championship.
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
While a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage,
Bray Wyatt may get this, folks.
Finn Balor, the running senton! Crushing impact.
things are about as bad as they can possibly be right now for Finn Balor.
It all started in 1988 when SummerSlam emanated from New York City. The main event for that inaugural event, the Mega Powers versus Sister Abigail. That should do it.
When Finn arrived...
Yes! Unreal performance.
Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well. I know the match was solidly entertaining, but I really hope these guys would take it to the next level. Regardless, nobody's asking for their money back.
Here is your winner, Bray Wyatt.
You did an amazing job.
Huge victory here in one-on-one action.
To get the pinfall...
Oh sweet.
Mark my words, there is no one better under those bright lights in a big match situation than this man. He's the icon, the showstopper, the main event, and Mr. WrestleMania, he's the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Here we go, fellas. I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time.
Ask any current WWE superstar who their greatest influence is, and you'll find the Heartbreak Kid high on that list.
It's probably because HBK has a reputation for always stealing the show every time he entered the ring. Something the current era strive for every night. Oh, flying forearm. That'll turn your lights out. Oh, so tear the features clean off your face.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Hey, he got himself into this mess.
He's got to get himself out of it now.
Back between the ropes. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Ziggler may be in trouble here. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes, momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
Ooh! What a stomp!
Good grief.
Boom, what impact!
Just a debilitating neck breaker.
So you're gonna, oh, shoulder breaker!
It'll destroy your face.
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important as submission match to be able to reverse the submission move from...
Oh my, Shawn Michaels is in position. Drop kick. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
That's, look out! Shawn Michaels coming alive right here.
It's not looking good for Shawn Michaels here.
He's going to need to find a way to fire back.
Gotta like this strategy, just wearing him down, waiting for that perfect time to slap on the submission hold.
Big clothesline.
The showstopper wants to put an end to the show right here.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
No, there's the reversal.
And it's Michaels showing some agility.
He's going for it all.
He wants it one more time.
HBK from the top. No one does it better.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
The W.
Here comes
Sweet.
the Hall of Famer, Mr. WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Sweet chin music.
Boom! You can feel this one slipping away from Ziggler.
Look at Shawn Michaels getting ready here, people.
Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out to any submission maneuver.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, man. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Inverted power slam.
Wow. The king of strong style with a massive slam.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
But he's got to capitalize now. Big move coming. Wait for it. Ziggler is unstoppable when he's feeling it like this.
No, it's not over yet.
Wow. Part of me thought he was going to tap, Cole.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Oh! He's making a statement here with this attack.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an
HB, the sharpshooter cinched in.
You can feel this one slipping away from Ziggler.
No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Super kick! That has got to be it.
Here he goes.
This just ain't gonna do it.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
This might be it. Oh, my. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match with the two superstars.
Look at that.
Ziggler with the famouser.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
Oh, my. Shawn Michaels
Take
is
him
in
down and kick
position.
his butt.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
Shawn Michaels gets out of that one. Nice move. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, he's such a tough target. Going all the way up. Now he's working that exploit.
HB Shizzle. Game, set, match. This one is over. Super kick. You can feel this one slipping away from Ziggler.
If at first you don't succeed,
Ooh, what impact.
Ooh. This might be it. Oh, my. Boom.
oh, nasty impact.
The showstopper wants to put an end to the show right here.
Oh man.
Drop kick.
Great athleticism.
Some might say that it was
The sharpshooter cinched in.
You can feel this one slipping away from Ziggler. Oh, man, Dolph Ziggler really needs to dig down deep.
This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Submission matches are all about imposing your will on your opponent, as we can see right here.
That's the kind of match that makes me proud to be here at ringside. Action from the opening bell and a finish people won't soon forget.
Woohoo.
These superstars gave as good as they got, and these fans got their money's worth from the opening bell. He's going to want to make sure he saves every minute of this match for his personal highlight reel, because he was on fire in this one.
Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I can't imagine the pain that must have been